Everybody, it's Steph from the High Moon Podcast. So, Cris Carter has been going viral to a certain extent. He used to work at ESPN, doing NFL analysts and whatnot. And, he goes to Fox for a little bit. But since Skip Bayless has been removed from FS1, he's on this podcast discussing the time that he wanted to punch Skip Bayless in the face. So, now that Skip is gone, we got people coming out like Cris Carter, really saying how they feel about Skip Bayless. We know how polarizing Skip Bayless is with his wild takes, crosses the line at times. He feels he is always right, even when he is wrong. So let's play what Cris Carter had to say.
I was on a show with Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. And
both of them?
Yeah, both of them, on their show. Yeah. I was working at ESPN doing NFL. I would do Mike Greenberg after doing my NFL stuff, and then I would come on there because Stephen A. and I were friends. I didn't know Skip personally, and I'm going to be honest with you. Skip Bayless is not one of my favorite people.
I can imagine.
Okay. So I'm on there doing the show. I do the show and everything, and then all of a sudden, this is when the Tebow phenomenon was going on. And he was a huge Tim Tebow guy. This guy is this.
I remember it.
Okay.
Oh.
So I come on there on a Monday, and, we're trading barbs and everything. We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I just level set it and was like, listen, if throwing the football is important in the NFL, Tim Tebow will never be a starting quarterback in the NFL. So he got defensive, and then he came back and said, well, that's why you didn't win a Super Bowl. Okay.
So what'd you say?
Which got nothing to do with nothing.
Agreed.
We went to commercial break.
So you didn't say nothing before commercial? He just said his...
No.
Okay. Come in.
I took my earpiece out, and I told him, I'll never be on your show again. Yeah. And if you ever say anything like that to me again, I'll punch you right in the fucking face.
Good for you. That's why I like you. What'd he say?
He couldn't say anything because I got up. I'm off the set. Then the producers came. Hey, Cris, no, it's not necessary. Then the people came from the back.
So you heard what Cris Carter had to say, right? I mean, just another classic example of going back of Skip Bayless disrespecting an NFL player, right? We know when Skip got riled up at Shannon Sharp, put the whole glasses back on with in defense of Tom Brady at the time when Tom Brady was playing poorly. Skip is like, well, he's better than you, right? And you got to go back all those years when Cris Carter was on there on First Take, and Skip, was defending Tim Tebow, and that whole Tebow main at the time was just absolutely nauseating, playing that stupid Tebow song. All he does is win games, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And, look, Tebow was horrible at throwing the football. And, these guys who's been in the pros, especially Cris Carter, a Hall of Famer, for the Minnesota Vikings, gave his analysis. And, of course, Skip didn't like it, gets emotional like he always does, and, of course, attacks Chris's career. This is what Skip does, right? So, Skip doesn't have a lot of, he's not cool with a lot of sports guys in the media. A lot of guys don't come on to talk sports who's played in the pros with Skip compared to other guys, like a Shannon Sharp, a Cris Carter, right? He has poor player personnel. You know what I'm saying? So, Skip want to go on and do endeavors and stuff like that. Cool. But who's going to come on and talk with him? What prior athlete is going to want to come on and talk with Skip on a regular basis? You know what I'm saying? He was fortunate to have Shannon Sharp along his side and carry undisputed, and he ruined that, right? So, nobody is feeling bad for Skip. This just highlights another example by Cris Carter and how it was with Skip. Saying they wanted to punch him in the bleeping face, and I don't blame him. Who wouldn't want to do that, considering how annoying Skip can be when he latches onto a player and despite a player's deficiencies and all that stuff. He don't want to hear criticism, right? He thinks he's objective, but he's not, right? Skip always has biases towards certain players, even when it came to Patrick Mahomes, he really started getting on Mahomes for every little thing he does. He was almost trying to put Mahomes in that LeBron category, but he couldn't because Mahomes was winning. Oh yeah. Oh, when the masses start to like a certain player that can challenge Jordan or that can challenge Tom Brady, oh, we got to pump the brakes. We got to start really dissecting every little thing this player does, right? So, man, anyways, though, let me know what y'all think about what Cris Carter had to say about Skip Bayless. We're not surprised, it's funny, right? I mean, we got uncomfortable for Skip. Cris saying, the producers and everything saying, oh, it's okay. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, it got heated. And, that was probably the last time we saw Cris Carter on First Take, and then he eventually goes to Fox, man. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.